NEWCOMERS is a comedy series about space aliens that come to live in a Melbourne housing estate.
It's basically a new take on the fish out of water story. So instead of just looking at a family from another country or another culture, we've taken a family from another planet.
Well, NEWCOMERS is basically a 6-part comedy series where aliens come and land on Earth, and they try to make their space within the Australian society.
NEWCOMERS is really looking at the issues in today's society around our refugees and the immigration issues that are happening in Australia, and also how they're integrating into the Australian way of life.
We've got basically a whole bunch of different genre elements combining together. We've got that family comedy with a thread of political satire running through it, and a whole bunch of great sci-fi elements over the top with some cute cuddly aliens.
How can you be Australian if you don't play sport?
It's about a woman named Yvette who works for the Department of Non-Human Services, specialising in helping aliens settle in Australia. She's not very good at her job, but she makes up for it with enthusiasm, and she's assigned to a family of aliens called the Warples who live in this housing estate in Melbourne. She makes sure they go to school, go to work, have jobs, have a stable housing place to live, and ultimately to try to get their grandfather out of mandatory detention.
We're using a combination of techniques to create these aliens. We've got some very talented visual effects artists who have been drawn to the project and put in a lot of R&D already.
Over the last year, we've been using current motion capture and facial capture systems to enable us to develop a production pipeline where we can create these believable, engaging characters on screen with a high level of realism. The majority of the cost in 3D visual effects is actually in the R&D and pre-production stage, which we've already completed. So that, in line with using this motion capture technology, allows us to create this show affordably.
We're a small, close-knit team that is really passionate about this project and the subject matter that we're dealing with, which is driving us to achieve the results that we already have and push further and get this out into the mainstream.
Yeah, NEWCOMERS is about cross-cultural friendship. It's also about identity and what it means to be Australian.
We're very lucky to have a committed team who's very passionate about telling the story to a wider audience.
I feel the show has mass appeal. People between the ages of 18 to 40 with opinions around political ideas will really get into the show. I'm sure they'll have their own ideas around some of the concepts that we're working with.
That situation is very much relatable to me and might be relatable to other individuals as well who are in the same position or situation. That's what drew me to this project.
I think with having a strong female lead and also a strong alien female lead, women will also tune in both from Earth and from outer space.
So we're really excited about the project. It's entertaining, it's timely, it's got a very youthful energy to it. It's kind of edgy in the way that it offends everyone just the right amount. And it's important because it's about racism and xenophobia and finding your place in the world.